truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Lord.
Okay. So, Mr. Norris, I can see you're upset. So it's very important, however, that you be able to retain your composure. So do you want to take a moment in order to kind of gather yourself?
I'll be straight.
Pardon me?
I said I'll be straight.
You'll be straight?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, you're good. Okay, that's fine. All right, thank you. You proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Norris, you might want to try to get closer or pull that microphone towards you so you're not having to lean over.
There you go. I think.
I know you're soft-spoken. I just want to make sure we can hear what you're saying. Okay. Good afternoon. Would you please state your name and spell your last name for the court reporter? Okay. And Mr. Norris, where do you live? What city do you live? Traveled here, I believe yesterday or this morning to testify in this case?
I got like 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Okay. I know we got delayed in jury selection. Where can you tell the jurors where you work?
Uh, po-
You work at the post office?
Yes,
Okay. What do you do for the post office?
I'm a mail handler.
A mail handler? Okay. Mr. Norris, how long have you lived in Jacksonville?
My whole life.
Okay, so you were born and raised there? Did you go to high school there?
Yes,
Okay. Now, did you know Charles Jones, the victim in this case?
yes.
And back in the summer of 2024, how long had you known him?
I don't know about 10 years.
About 10 years? Do you remember how you met him?
Not exactly. Not exactly.
Okay. Now, your friendship with him back in June of 2024, was it just that, a friendship?
Yeah, like, cause
Like cousins? In this case, at some point, you were interviewed by the police. Did you refer to him as your cousin?
yes.
Maybe? Okay. I'm going to call your attention back to that summer of 2024. It would be June of 2024. Do you remember coming here to Tampa from Jacksonville?
You saw it before everything happened?
Yeah, coming down here for that trip
Yeah,
when everything happened in this case.
yes,
Okay. And did you come down here with Charles?
yes,
And did you actually drive with him?
yes,
And were you driving in his black Charger, his Dodge Charger?
yes.
Do you remember what you all were coming down here for?
Celebrate his birthday.
Okay. Do you remember how old he was turning?
It's 26.
26?
Yeah, 26.
Was there someone else that traveled in the car with you and Charles?
It was Robert.
Robert Howard? Okay. On the way down here, did Charles Jones and Robert Howard, did they switch off driving? Each of them driving for a part of the trip down?
Yeah,
Okay. When you all came down here, do you remember coming down on a Friday?
yeah. I think that's the night. I think that's the night we got here.
Okay. And did you end up staying at a Airbnb or a house down in St. Petersburg?
Yes,
Okay. And then the next day would be Saturday. Did you all leave there and go to another Airbnb, another house?
yes,
Now, when I came out to talk to you a minute ago, you were sitting next to Miss Randolph out there. Do you remember her being there?
they got there the night. The
That
night,
night?
the night it happened. They got there that night.
That night. Okay. All right. And do you remember a woman named Armani Turner also coming?
Yes. They rode together. They got there that night.
They rode together, okay. Now, that Saturday, the house you all are at, do you recall that being in Holiday up in Pasco County?
No, I don't know exactly. I don't really
Okay.
know. I don't know this place like that, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you know Tampa very well, or the Tampa
It's
Bay
my
area?
it's my third time being here.
Okay, so this would be the second time you've been here?
Third, cause I came here before y'all rescheduled the last trial.
That's right, we did, you're right. That night, that Saturday night, did Charles Jones throw a party at that house?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember him inviting people over direct messaging over Instagram?
Yes.
Okay. And did a lot of people show up?
It was about 20-some people.
Okay. And at some point, did someone call the police to come out to that house?
I think the owners did.
And did the party kind of get shut down?
Yes.
And did you all have to leave the house?
Yeah, we was already leaving to go to the club, so
You all-
everybody just got all their stuff and left.
Okay. So you already leaving to go, but you just grabbed all of your stuff and left? Was the plan that you were going to go to the club and come back and stay at the house? Was that the original plan?
We're gonna probably find like a hotel or something to sleep.
Oh, okay. Over close to the clubs?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to that. So you all leave the Airbnb and you go to some clubs in the city of Tampa. Do you remember that?
Mhm.
Do you remember one of those being a place called Teasers? Does that sound
I think that's the club he had on his flyer. Yeah,
okay?
that's the first club we went to that night.
First club. Yeah. All right. And did Miss Turner and Miss Randolph and some people come in another car?
Yes.
Mr. Norris, are you okay? Are you cold or want to take a break?
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. Just let us know if you need to take a break. Okay. So do you also remember another car with a girl named, what's her name? Ilea, I'm sorry, Ilea and Tafa McCrae. Do you know those two people?
Taifa, that's my cousin.
Tafa is your cousin? Okay. Do you remember them also being there?
Yes.
Okay. So 3 cars and you all go to this club. When you get there, do you remember kind of standing there with everyone and then Charles gets out of the car?
You talking about teasers?
At Teasers, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember going in the club?
Yes.
And when you all went in the club, did Charles Jones at some point do something, make an appearance or perform or something inside the club?
Yeah, we went in, but we went in there alone. We went to the other club because it was like the court was like boring, so we went to the other club.
Sorry.
Yeah, I couldn't hear that either. If you could try to speak
I
up.
said we went in, but like the club was like boring, so we ended up going to the other club.
Okay. All right. So you go into that first club, Teasers, and that's a strip club. There are strippers in there or women that are
I
dancing.
think so.
Okay. But there's a lot of folks in there.
Yeah.
Okay. You leave there and then you all drive over to another club?
I think the Truth 18.
Truth 18. Okay. Do you remember that club, the Truth 18 one being up on a second floor and you had to go upstairs?
Yes.
And did you all end up going into that club too?
Yeah.
At some point, do you leave Truth 18 and start driving to a hotel?
Yes.
All right. So let me talk to you first of all about Teasers and Truth 18. When you're in those 2 clubs, any issues with your group or anyone else?
No, there wasn't no issues. That whole week it was going good till the shooting happened.
Okay. So it's going good till the shooting. Okay. So you didn't have any beefs? No one had any beefs with anyone? Any fighting, arguing, anything going on in those clubs?
No, sir.
Okay.
What happens if... Too soft, too soft. Too strong.
There.
When you leave Truth 18, you all end up driving to a hotel. Do you remember pulling up in front of the hotel where the entrance is?
Yeah, that's when he went there to see about the rooms, and they came back saying we couldn't get the rooms, so that's why we was sitting there trying to find another hotel.
Okay. So that's what Charles Jones was doing. He was looking for a hotel on his phone.
Yes,
All right. Now, do you remember being in the back seat behind Charles Jones?
yes, I was in bed laying down, then I was up, like when he got back, but I fell asleep a little bit after.
Okay. So you fell asleep after that, after he came back to the car, or you started dozing?
Yes,
Okay. Do you remember being woken up at some point or woke up?
yes. When the car hits, I forgot. I don't remember exactly what it hit, but the car hit something that woke me up.
I'm sorry.
The car hit something and woke him up. Before the car hit something and that woke you up, did you hear any gunshots?
No, I ain't hear any of the gunshots.
Okay. And you think you were asleep at that point?
Yes.
After the car hit something and woke you up, can you just tell the jurors what you saw inside of the car at that point?
First thing I saw was Foolio laid up. So I was really thinking like it was a car accident. First thing I looked up, saw the
Sorry, I can't understand.
Okay.
So just try and
All
talk
right.
slowly and clearly, okay? I know it's difficult. So what happened when something hit the car? What did you see?
You said you saw Foolio laid out.
yeah. First thing I saw was Foolio laid up. I thought it was a car accident until I looked up, saw the bullet holes, and I saw Zay covered in blood, yelling.
Okay. So you thought it was a car accident, and then you looked up, saw the bullet holes, and you saw Zay. Is that Xavier Edwards?
Yes,
You saw him covered in blood.
yes,
All right. So let me talk to you about Xavier Edwards. I don't know if we talked about him yet. So Xavier Edwards was also there at the clubs with you all,
yes,
and he was driving the Dodge Charger coming from the clubs to the hotel.
yes.
Okay. And he's covered in blood. Is he saying anything at that point?
Yes, he was yelling.
What was he yelling? And you can say exactly what he said.
If he was like yelling like fuck, like I don't mean exactly everything. I just remember him yelling fuck.
Okay. So yelling fuck.
Yes,
Okay. Well, did he appear to be upset?
yes.
Okay. At some point, do you all leave the car and go somewhere?
Yeah, he ended up telling me to come on, and that's when we went inside the hotel.
You all went inside the hotel.
Yes,
Okay. Now, at that point, when you're in the car and you get out of the car and start going into the hotel, do you know that you're wounded?
no,
Okay. Do you know that Xavier's wounded though, because you can see blood, right?
yes,
And you've seen the bullet holes in the car, so you know that something happened with gunfire.
yes.
All right. So you all go into the hotel. Do you remember, Mr. Norris, were you all running or walking fast, or how were you going about going
We
in?
was running and trying to get help.
Running and trying to get help?
Yeah, so fast. I ain't think about my phone or nothing. So we was trying to get help, and nobody came out. So we eventually went to the third floor because we didn't know if they would have came back, tried looking for us. So we went to the third floor.
You left your phone in the car?
Yes,
Okay. So when you get in there, if I understand what you're saying, you all went to the third floor. You got on the elevator?
yeah, we was on the first floor trying to get help first. Then we went thinking like, just leave from right here because we don't know if they would have followed us in there or not. So we went to the third floor.
Okay.
And,
So you didn't know if the shooters, whoever did all
Yeah,
this, would be
yeah,
following you?
yeah, I ain't know. So
When you were trying to get help on the first floor, were you trying to knock on doors or open doors,
I was knocking, yelling out for help.
yelling out for help?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all get on the elevator, you go to the third floor. Do you get off the elevator on the third floor?
We got out the elevator and he didn't like feel like he was gonna pass out and then against the wall. And he told me to check his head, see if he was shot. And that's when I realized I got hit when I looked down at his head. I saw a hole in my arm.
Okay. So he wanted you to look at his head because he thought he had been hit. Xavier Edwards thought he had been hit in the head.
Yeah.
And then when you tried to do that, you saw this hole in your arm.
Yes.
Where were you shot?
I was shot like on my
Okay.
both
Is-
of my shoulder.
do you still have a scar from that gunshot wound?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I have the witness show the scar to the jury?
Yes.
Mr. Norris, if you can stand up and just kind of move about, so turn around so that these folks over here can see your arm. Okay. Now, you can go ahead and have a seat again. Thank you, sir. Do you obtain Xavier Edwards' phone and try to call for help?
Yes, man. He had realized he had his phone, so he told me to call for the police to get an ambulance. So I called.
Okay. And at some point, did police officers come off the elevator?
Yes.
And when the police officers came off the elevator, did they come down the hall towards you all?
Yes. We were like directly in front of the
You were right in front of the elevator?
yes.
Okay. Did the police at some point try to help you with your wounds?
Yes.
And did they call for fire rescue for EMT or paramedics?
Yes.
And did those paramedics come up to the third floor eventually and assist you and Mr. Edwards?
Yes.
Do you remember being taken out of the hotel on a stretcher?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let me approach first. Can I approach the witness, Your Honor?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as stage 68A. And just ask if you recognize what's in the photograph.
Yes.
You recognize that? Okay. Do you recognize that as Charles Jones' black Charger?
Yes.
Okay. You okay?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
We can take a break. if you need to.
I'm good.
Okay, all right. And then I'm going to show you these photographs. This is states 25A and 25B and then 25C. Do you recognize the photographs?
Yes.
Are those photographs of you in the hospital, Mr. Norris?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I tell you what, I'm just gonna have the jury step up momentarily.
All rise.
There's tissues right there.
You're like paper towels.
All jurors are on the.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mr. Norris, I know this is difficult and I know it's challenging looking at photographs of yourself in the hospital, but it is important since you are testifying that you be able to testify without being too emotional. So we'll just take a breather here, give you a chance to kind of collect yourself. Are there any other, are you objecting to these photos coming in? Do they need to be authenticated through?
No.
Okay, they can come in. Okay.
Okay, all right, good enough. There's nothing wrong with getting emotional. If you need a break, we'll just take a break, okay? Everyone here understands.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All right, bring it back in. state, are you gonna move some items
Yeah,
into
sure.
evidence?
State would tender states 25A is an alpha through C is in Charlie. We would tender 68A is an alpha. And then we would tender states 26A is an alpha through E is an echo.
Okay, any objection to these exhibits being admitted?
No objection.
Okay, admitted.
Your Honor, I'm going to publish, Mr. Norris, you don't need to look at these. They're going to be up on the screen, but I'm just going to publish these briefly. This is states 25A. Publishing on the overhead Elmo. States 25B. And states 25C. Publishing state 68A. Mr. Norris, do you remember how long you were in the hospital here in Tampa?
I don't know, just a couple hours. They
Couple-
could patch me up. They said I was okay, but I had to wait on my parents to get in.
You had to wait for your parents? Did
Yeah.
your parents come down from Jacksonville to pick you up?
Yes.
When you got back home, were you working at that time?
No, I was out of work for about a month or two.
Okay. Were you working at Sam's at some point
Yes, I was working at Sam's around that time.
around that time? Okay. Were you able to go back to work?
Yes.
Mr. Norris, do you know Alicia Andrews, or did you know her before this incident?
No, sir.
Did you know an individual named Isaiah Chance before this happened?
I could probably tell on social media.
You knew who he was from social media?
It was,
Did you know him by the name Gutta or Guttaze?
yeah, we had followed each other on social media.
Followed each other? Okay. Did you know either Rashad or Davion Murphy?
No, no,
Okay. And did you know a man by the name of Sean Gathright?
no.
Okay. And you've become aware of these people now since this case happened, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay. You have one moment here, Ryan?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, cross.
Excuse me.
How you doing, Mr. Norris? I'll be quick, all right? You know what 6 Block is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, song stuff, yeah.
You heard of it?
Yeah, like song, they say like song stuff, yeah.
Song stuff? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I still out here like songs and stuff.
Okay. Was Foolio a part of 6 Block?
So you say it in songs.
I can't hear what you're saying.
I say he used to say it and still like speak on their songs.
So Foolio would speak about 6 Block in songs?
Yeah.
Is it a music group?
I think just, I think six it meant like something to him. I don't know exactly what it was.
You don't know exactly what it was? Was it a neighborhood?
No, I say like something. It was something that meant for him, but like I never know exactly like what it was.
All right. Do you know, are you involved in anything called 6 Block?
I don't get into anything.
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said I don't get into anything.
You don't get into anything? Is that a no?
No,
All right. So you're not a part of any rap groups?
no,
Have you ever been involved in a music video before?
no.
You've never appeared in any music videos before?
Then it got me at, I think at this repass, they, at the end of the repass, they end up getting me in the background, like, recorded. So that's in the music video, but like just damn music videos, no.
So so I can make sure I heard it correctly. Somebody got you in the back of a music video before, you said?
Yeah, at a repass, they recording video at a repass.
At a repass?
Yeah.
Which repass?
Foolio repass.
Okay. So is that the repass was made into a music video? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what ATK is?
I hear about that songs.
You hear about it in songs? Is that a yes?
Yes.
All right. You're not a part of any gangs. Is that what you're saying?
No.
All right. Do you know who Alicia Andrews is?
No.
Is Alicia Andrews part of any gangs?
No, I don't know. I don't know her from Can of Paint.
You don't know Alicia Andrews from a can of paint. Is that a no?
Yeah, I don't know her.
All right. Was she at the Airbnb the night that you were in Tampa?
No, I never saw her before.
All right. So she wasn't at the clubs either, Teasers or Truth 18. Is that correct?
No, I never saw her.
So you can't speak to whether she knew that Julio Foolio was going to die. Is that correct?
Objection.
What's the legal basis for the objection?
Calls for speculation.
Well, that is true, so, but you can answer if you know.
Do you know whether Alicia Andrews knew that someone was planning to kill Charles Jones?
No, I don't know that.
You said you do know someone named Gadaze?
Yes.
All right. And you followed that individual on social media?
Yeah, it was somewhat cool. We were like talking stuff. It was no more than that.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said like we were like somewhat cool. Like we'll talk on, with him like no more than that.
Okay. You said you would talk to Gadaze on social media sometimes. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. To your knowledge, did Gadaze have an issue with you?
No.
You were cool with Gadaze?
Like, yeah, it was straight.
All right. And to your knowledge, did Gadaze talk to anyone else in your friend group?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? All right. Robert Howard, is he your friend?
Yes.
And do you know if Robert Howard spoke to Isaiah Chance to Gadaze?
I'm not
Objection,
sure.
Your Honor. Relevance, he's not asking anything can reference time.
So
Okay, sustain the objection. Ask more.
who was in the car with you? It was Robert Howard and Julio Foolio in the car with you the night of the murder,
You
correct?
talking about when the shooting happened?
Yeah.
When Robert was in the car.
Robert was in a different car?
Yeah.
Robert rode in a car with you at some point that night, right?
Earlier that day.
So earlier that day, Robert Howard was in the car with you and Julio Foolio. Is that correct?
Yes.
But at the time when you all were at the hotel, Robert Howard had switched. He got out of the car that you was in with you and Julio Foolio and he got into another car, correct?
No, not the hotel.
Not at the hotel, but before you got to the hotel, Robert Howard got out of the car, right?
Yeah, he can't get that when we were leaving from the B&B.
When you were leaving from the DMV?
The B&B.
The B&B. So when you left from the Airbnb, you're saying Robert Howard was in the car with you at that time?
No, he was in a different car.
Okay. But sometime that day, Robert Howard was driving the car, the Charger that Julio Foolio was in?
Did he drive that day? I'm not sure if he,
All
I
right.
don't remember if he drove that day.
Okay. Do you know if Robert Howard ever spoke to Gadaze before?
I don't know.
All right. No further questions.
Hey, Rerec?
Yes, sir. Mr. Norris, when you went to Teasers and Truth 18, you all got out of the car and you walked into the clubs, correct?
Yes.
Overruled, go ahead.
All right. Did you circle around the parking lot and walk around the parking lot at either of those clubs?
Not, I think but Truth 18, we sat there for a minute because he was trying to book the room.
You stood by the car?
Yes,
Okay.
we stood out there a minute before we walked up there because Foolio was trying to book a room, book the hotel rooms.
All right. But you didn't walk out towards this main street and go up and down the sidewalk or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. The music video that you said you got caught in the background in, is that what happened? You got captured in the background?
Yes.
Okay. I want to ask you about that. You said it was a repass video.
Yeah, it was there, and they were recording videos, and I just got caught in the background on them.
Okay.
One or two. It was like 2 videos.
Was that the repass for Charles Jones?
Yeah,
And a repass, so the jurors who don't know what that is that like a celebration of life?
yes,
So a celebration after he had died?
yes,
And there were people there videoing,
yes,
and you got caught in the background?
yes.
And were there a lot of people at that celebration?
Yes.
Nothing else, Your Honor?
Okay, thank you. May this witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Norris. You are free to go, okay? Okay, all right, who's gonna be your next witness?
Doja Randolph.
Okay.
And what's that come up? And just raise your right hand and swear by the clerk.
Do you swear to affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, you can have a seat, and I can tell you're soft-spoken too, so it's very important, Ms. Randolph, that you speak into that microphone so we can hear you, okay? Okay, you may proceed.
Please state your full name for the record. And Ms. Randolph, where do you live?
Jacksonville.
I'm sorry.
I am having trouble hearing you, so you gotta speak a little louder.
Jacksonville.
How long have you lived in Jacksonville?
My whole life.
Your whole life?
Mhm.
And you are very soft-spoken. Can I ask you to get a little bit closer to the mic? Thank you. You said you've lived in Jacksonville your whole life, is that correct?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you, did you have plans to travel to Tampa in June of 2024?
Mm-hmm.
I'm specifically going to ask you, June 22nd of 2024, did you come to Tampa on that Saturday?
Yes.
Who did you come to Tampa with?
Money.
Monty?
Mhm.
Is that Armani Turner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, just please make sure you say yes or no as opposed to uh-huh. So, thank you.
Do you know who Charles Jones is?
Yes.
Had you met Charles Jones before that weekend?
Yes.
Approximately how many occasions had you met Charles Jones?
Well, I know him since sixth grade.
Since he was 3?
Since sixth grade.
Sixth grade, I apologize. What was his rapper name?
Fully.
Foolio?
Yes.
And back then in June of 2024, did he have a relationship with your friend Armani Turner?
Yes.
Do you know how long they had been dating at that point?
Well, they had just got back together for a couple months, but they used to date back in the day when we was kids.
Okay. And this weekend, you said you traveled with Armani Turner from Jacksonville to Tampa. Is that correct? That weekend of June 22nd of 2025?
Yes.
Who was driving?
Money.
What kind of car did she have?
A Hyundai.
Was that a gray Hyundai?
Yes.
Was there anyone else with you and Miss Turner in the gray Hyundai?
Yes.
Who else was with you?
Xavier.
Xavier?
Yes.
And are you referring to Xavier Edwards?
Yes.
Did all three of you travel down from Jacksonville to Tampa on that Saturday?
Yes.
Where did you go in Tampa?
I don't, to the Airbnb.
An Airbnb. Okay, I'm not going to ask you the address, but it was an Airbnb, is that correct?
Yes.
What was going on at the Airbnb?
Nothing. Everybody was just chilling.
You say everybody. Approximately how many people were at the Airbnb?
I don't know, more than 10, more than 15.
Of the people you've already mentioned, Armani Turner, was she at the Airbnb?
Yes.
Okay. And what about Charles Jones?
Yes.
Did you know anyone else that was at the Airbnb?
Yes.
Who else did you know that was there that night?
Gino.
Gino Norris?
Yes.
How long would you say, well, let me ask you this. Approximately what time did you get to that Airbnb where Charles Jones was on that Saturday, June 22nd of 2025?
Like 11:45, 11:50
When you say 11:45, are you talking AM or PM?
p.m.
So at night, it was already dark out.
Yes.
What happened when you got to that Airbnb in Tampa?
Nothing. We just walked in, seen all the people, spoke to the people we knew, and we was just in the kitchen, and we was just posted up in the kitchen.
And how long, did anything unusual happen at that Airbnb?
No.
Were there any fights or any kind of incidents at the Airbnb?
No.
At some point, did the police show up at the Airbnb?
Yes.
What happened when the police showed up?
Nothing. Me and Monty talked to them and told them we was down here for her boyfriend's birthday and nothing was going on. They said they got a call about a fight and we let them know nobody wasn't fighting or anything. And they said, okay, enjoy your night. And they left.
And at some point, did you all leave the Airbnb?
Yes.
Before we talk about that, you said that you were there for Armani's boyfriend's birthday. Is that correct?
Yes.
Was it his birthday? Was it Charles Jones' birthday that weekend?
Yes.
Was he scheduled to appear at some nightclubs that weekend as well?
I'm not sure.
Do you know whether or not, did you go to nightclubs that weekend?
We went to 2 clubs.
Do you remember the name of the clubs that you went to?
No.
What time do you think that you went to the first club?
I don't know.
Okay, so you got there after 11:45 p.m., is that correct?
Yes.
Would it have been after midnight going into June 23rd of 2024?
Yes.
So you were at the Airbnb for more than 15 minutes.
Yes, because we stayed, helped clean up, pick up, changed, and everything like that. He waited for us to change and we helped them pack up. And then we left to go to the first club. I think it was like an hour away or something.
Okay. And I want to talk about how everybody gets to the first club. How do you get to the first club?
In the car that I came in.
Armani Turner's car?
Yes,
That's the gray Hyundai, correct?
yes.
Who is in the car with you in the gray Hyundai going to that first club?
Me and Monty, I think. For me, Monty,
Armani Turner.
yes.
Okay. Is there anyone else in the car with you that you can remember?
I think Robert had got in then, or he got in after the first club. I don't know, but I know me and Monty was together the whole night. So
Okay. And you said it may have been Robert, is that correct? Are you referring to Robert Howard?
yes,
But did you also say that he may not have gotten in at the first club, but maybe at the second?
no, like on the way to the first club,
Okay.
I don't remember, but I know I was in the car with Monty. But after we left the first club on the way to the second club, I know he was in the car with us. When we left the second club, I know he was in the car with us.
Okay. So you were in a car with Armani Turner when you went from the Airbnb to the first club.
Yes,
Did other people from the Airbnb also go to the first club, but in other vehicles?
yes, they was already there.
They were already there. You met them at that club?
Yes, when we left, it was only the car Charles was in and the car me and Monty was in. We followed each other there.
And so you're following behind the car that Charles Jones was in. Is that correct?
Yes,
Do you remember who was in the car with Charles Jones?
everybody else, I think, like him, Gino, Xavier, Robert.
Okay. So you believe Gino Norris and Robert Howard and Xavier Edwards were all at that point with Charles Jones in the car.
I think so. I don't.
And you went to the club.
Yes.
Any instance or any incident that occurred at the first club?
No.
And you said you went to another club. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about, are you still in the same vehicle with Armani Turner when you go to the second club?
Yes, I never changed vehicles.
And at this point, does Robert Howard go from Charles Jones's vehicle into the vehicle with you and Armani Turner?
Yes.
Do you know whether or not there is another vehicle that Camilla Bentley is in?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. So were there some people in the group that you didn't know?
There's a lot of people I didn't know.
But did your vehicle stay with Charles Jones's vehicle?
Wherever he went, we went.
And at that second club, do you know approximately how long that you were at the second club?
No.
Was there any issue at the second club?
No.
What happened after you left the second club?
We got in the car to go to the hotel.
You're in the same vehicle the entire time?
Yes.
Who's in the vehicle with you at that point?
Me, Monty, and Robert.
Okay. And you said that Charles Jones was in the vehicle, is that correct, in the other vehicle?
In his car, yes.
Okay, and who was with him at that point when you're leaving the second club to go to the hotel?
Gino, Xavier, and his help.
Gino Norris and Xavier Edwards?
Yes.
So when you get to the other club, when you get to the hotel, what happens?
He go inside for like 2 minutes. He come out.
When you say he, you said he goes inside. Who are you referring to?
Charles.
Charles Jones?
Yes. When he come out, he texts Monty and say, no, he called her, text her one time, forgot. And he was like, they said they gave his reservations away. So we like, okay, we finna look up some hotels. So we all just get on our phone and we start trying to find hotels that's near. And he said one of his other friends told him they went back towards where the Airbnb was because everything in that area was already booked up. So we was just on our phones trying to find a hotel that was close by because it was already late.
So what happened at that point?
We was in the car on our phones listening to music, and then we heard gunshots. So then we was looking like, Then I cut the radio down, and we heard them some more, and it sounded like they was closer, but we couldn't tell what direction that they was coming from. And we like, oh no, we getting shot at. And Monty put the car in reverse, and we just, yeah.
Okay. So you said Armani Turner, she put the car in reverse. Is that correct?
Yes.
And did anything happen in the parking lot when she put the car in reverse?
Yes, we, I think it was his cousin car. They went in drive, we went in reverse, so we kind of hit each other. And then we just both ended up getting out of the parking lot. And when we got out of the parking lot, we seen a car, which we thought was Charles' car. So we made a U-turn. And when we made a U-turn, we realized it wasn't his car. And we ended up going down the street and we seen the police and we hopped out and was trying to tell them like, oh, we just got shot at, but they wasn't listening. So we hopped back in the car and made another U-turn. So they hopped in their car and they chased us and they guess they called for backup and we led them to where we found Charles' car at.
Okay. So you said that you ran into law enforcement, is that correct?
Yes.
And did all of you, Armani Turner and Robert Howard, all get out of the vehicle at that point?
We got out. Me and Monty got out when we seen the police, and we was trying to talk to him. He wasn't listening. We hopped back in the car. Me, Robert, and Monty got out when we came back to the hotel, and all the police was with us, and we didn't see his car. We rode around until we seen it, and when we seen it, everybody hopped out the car.
And what happened when you hopped out of the car?
The police had hopped out and told us to stop moving and told us to back up. And from where I was, I could see like in his car because I was on the passenger side. So like, I seen him.
And you said his car. At that point, did you notice Charles Jones' car in the parking lot when you came back to the hotel?
Yeah, we had pulled up right in front of his car.
At some point, those police officers that you ran into on the roadway, did they come back and follow you to that location?
When we got back in the car and pulled off, they pulled off with us.
Okay.
And they called for backup. And I guess the other officers met at the hotel and they told us basically we was running from the police and not do that again.
Okay. At some point, did they take your interviews and realize that Miss Turner's boyfriend had been the one that was shot in the other car?
Yes.
And did you provide an interview to law enforcement?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification, States Exhibit 2E. Do you recognize this, Ms. Randolph?
Yes.
Is that a fair and accurate picture of where Armani Turner's car came to a stop after it came back to the hotel after the shooting?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, we'd introduce into evidence States Exhibit 2E.
Any objection?
No objection.
Admitted.
Ms. Turner, can I ask you, I'm sorry, not Ms. Turner, Ms. Randolph, can I ask you to step down and point out to the jury which car in this picture is the vehicle Armani Turner drove and the one that you were in all night? The one to the right with the doors, well, they both have the doors open, but the one to the right of the photograph? Okay. And there's another vehicle. Is that the vehicle that you saw eventually when you got out of the car and started talking to law enforcement?
Yes.
And is that the vehicle that you had previously seen Charles Jones in prior to the shooting?
Yes.
Okay. And is that the location where it was when you came back to Home to Suites after the shooting?
Yes, that's what we found out.
And prior to coming to court today, did I ask you to look at a video that was from the Instagram feed of Charles Jones on June 22nd of 2023 2024, going into June 23rd of 2024?
Yes.
And did that accurately depict his Instagram feed on those dates?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, I would introduce into evidence States Exhibit 85C.
Any objection?
Yes.
Yes.
to the jury?
And yes, tell me again what item we're admitting.
95A.
95A. Okay, admitted.
Ms. Randolph, is this the location of the Airbnb that Charles Jones and his friends were having a party at June 22nd of 2024?
Yes.
And you recognize that Airbnb and the people that are in that party?
Yes.
Okay.
The people that I know and myself.
You recognize yourself in there as well, is that correct? Okay. And is Miss Armani Turner your friend? Is she in there as well?
Yes.
And that individual right there, is that Charles Jones that night?
Yes.
And is that what he was wearing that night, June 22nd of 2024, going into June 23rd of 2024?
Yes.
And you said he was celebrating his birthday?
Yes.
Is this that last club that you went to with Charles Jones on June 23rd of 2024?
Yes.
And is that you actually, are you part of that group going to that club with Charles Jones at Truth 18?
Yes.
And are these some of the flyers that show that he was going to be there on Truth 18?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Ms. Randolph, after you got to that location where, and I'm going to go back to June 23rd of 2024, when you all got back to the hotel and saw Charles Jones' car, how long were you at that location before you were able to speak to law enforcement officers about what had happened?
Hours. Hours.
Hours. Okay. At some point, did Charles Jones' mother come to the location?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I have one moment?
Yes.
So in the video, I do want to ask you just one more question about that party at the Airbnb. And in the video, it can be seen that there is Don Julio, is that correct?
Mhm.
Was there any special, to your knowledge, was there any special association with Don Julio to your friend Charles Jones, Julio Foolio?
No, he doesn't drink.
He doesn't drink at all?
No.
Okay, all right, thank you so much. Nothing further, Judge.
Okay, Cross?
And when you say that Julio does not drink, that video that we saw earlier, it shows him drinking that one night. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And that was the only night you've seen him drink ever before.
Yes, he's never been a drinker.
Okay. Do you know who Alicia Andrews is?
No,
You ever met her before?
no,
Have you ever seen her before?
no.
All right. Do you know what 6 Block is?
Yeah,
What is 6 Block?
something that he sang about.
Something that
Charles sings
Charles
about.
Jones sang about?
Yes.
Okay. How long has Charles Jones sang about 6 Block?
I don't know. He been rapping since 6th grade.
Okay. Has he been rapping about 6 Block since 6th grade though?
He been rapping about a lot of stuff since 6th grade.
But what about 6 Block?
I don't know how long he been rapping about that.
All right. Is 6 Block a group?
No,
Is it a gang?
no,
If I were to ask you whether you're a part of 6 Block, would you say yes or no?
no,
You're not?
N-
You're not a part of 6 Block.
no. Did you
All right.
see that? I was a part of 6th grade.
I can't hear you.
No,
Okay. Are you a part of ATK?
no.
Do you know what ATK is?
Yes,
What is ATK?
something. A group, I guess.
A group? All right. Do 6 Block and ATK get along?
I don't know. I'm a girl.
When you say you're a girl, what do you mean by that?
I don't get into all of that.
Okay. The night you said earlier that you were following Julio Foolio around wherever he went, you all went. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. You weren't in control of the vehicle.
No,
You weren't driving.
no,
And did you know where you were going every step of the way?
no. I've never been here.
At any point in time when you were riding around with your friends, could you have just gotten out of the car and went home?
My ride. I was riding around with my ride.
So you could not just get out of the car and go home, correct?
No,
Earlier you said Robert Howard was inside the car with Foolio at some point in time. Is that correct?
yes, he was already down there when we got down there.
All right. So Robert Howard's in the car with Foolio, and he's also in the car with Gino at some point.
Yes,
Gino Norris, the witness that was right before you.
yes.
The videos that we saw there is Alicia Andrews in any of those videos?
I don't know.
Was she at the Airbnb with you?
I don't know.
Was she at Teasers with you?
I don't know.
And was she at Truth 18?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know her. She could have been.
You're aware of obviously the type of music that Julio Foolio made. Is that correct?
Yes.
That is drill rap.
Hmm.
That he
Yes.
rapped about dead people.
Everybody from my city do that.
You said everybody from your city does that,
Yes.
so it's a common thing in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
All right. And these people that are rapping about dead people or killing people, they are rapping about killing each other's friends.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't
Do you
know.
listen to the music?
Not really.
Why not?
I don't get into all that.
You don't get into all of it.
Yes.
All right, but you do hang out with the people who make the music.
I don't hang out with nobody. I've known him since 6th grade.
Okay. Have you hang out with him since 6th grade?
I got invited to his birthday party and I went.
So if other people in that group of individuals that went out to the birthday party, if they were gang members, would that make you a gang member?
No.
All right. No further questions.
Okay, redirect.
No redirect, Judge.
Okay, may this witness be excused?
Yes, you may.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. You're free to go. All right, who's your next witness?
The state would call Camilla.
Just watch the steps. Just going back and forth.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Okay. Yes, yes, you should sit and you should speak loudly so that we can all hear you, all right? Into the microphone right in front of you. All right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Please state your full name for the record.
Camille Bentley,
Miss Bentley, where did you grow up?
St. Augustine, Florida.
And is that close to Jacksonville?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also have family in Jacksonville?
Yes, ma'am.
And so I'm going to ask you, and you said you grew up in St. Augustine. Was there any point where you lived in Jacksonville?
No, ma'am.
And let's talk about June of 2024. Do you remember that time period?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have a friend back then by the name of Aaliyah Albritton?
Yes, ma'am.
How did you know Aaliyah Albritton?
It was one of my good friends.
How long had you known her?
We known each other on social media for a while, and then we became really close. So for about a year and a half.
Year and a half. Were you supposed to go to a girls' trip on June 21st of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you supposed to go?
Here, Tampa, Florida.
Did you know somebody here in Tampa?
Yes, ma'am.
Who did you know?
I have a friend here named Nisea.
And who were you going to come to Tampa with?
It was supposed to be me and Aaliyah, and we were supposed to meet Nisea here.
Did your plans change a little bit?
Yes, ma'am.
How did they change?
We ended up being at an Airbnb with others.
How did that happen?
From well, it was supposed to be me and Aaliyah. It ended up being me, Aaliyah, and I guess someone she was talking to at the time. And we came down here with him.
Was that Typha McCrae?
Yes, ma'am.
And so did you ride down here to Tampa with her and Typha McCrae?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember what kind of vehicle Typha McCrae had?
Yes, ma'am.
What type of vehicle?
A Nissan,
What color?
black.
It's a black Nissan Altima.
Yes, ma'am.
When you came down with Typha McCrae and Aaliyah Albritton, was that on a Friday or a Saturday?
It was Friday.
Where did you go when you came to Tampa that Friday?
We just stopped to a gas station and went to an Airbnb.
Who was at the Airbnb?
When we first got there, it was no one there. I think maybe one of his friends. I'm not sure. I'm not aware.
Later, did you find out that Charles Jones was staying at that Airbnb?
Yes, ma'am.
Had you ever met Charles Jones before
When I was there that weekend.
that weekend? But prior to that weekend, had you ever met Charles Jones?
No, ma'am.
Had you been familiar with a person by the name of a rapper named Julio Foolio?
Yes, ma'am.
Why were you familiar with that name, Julio Foolio?
He's just a big artist in the city,
What city?
Jacksonville, Florida.
And even though you grew up in St. Augustine, you said you had family in Jacksonville. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And were there times where you would go to Jacksonville and hang out in Jacksonville?
Yes, ma'am.
And when did that start?
Well, I kind of grew up in Jacksonville and St. Augustine. I have family and friends all over. So,
And you said he was a big rap artist. Is that correct?
yes, ma'am.
Did you see any of his music or anything about him on social media?
Yes.
What type of social media were you on back in June of 2024?
In the beginning, I was on Instagram, Facebook, and I think that's it. Twitter, maybe?
And were you familiar with the type of rap music that Julio Foolio, Charles Jones played?
Yes, ma'am.
Drill rap music?
Yes, ma'am.
What does that mean to you?
To me,
Yes.
nothing.
Were you into drill rap music?
Was I into it? I listened to it.
You listened to it. Were you aware that there were rival groups in Jacksonville that would do rap music against the other group?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you know what group or what gang Charles Jones, Julio Foolio was associated with?
Yes, ma'am.
And what gang was that?
I'm assuming KTA.
What was that?
I'm assuming KTA as far as I know.
As far as you know. What was the rival gang? Do you remember?
ATK.
ATK. Okay. And are you familiar with a rap artist by the name of Young and Ace?
Yes, ma'am.
Was he associated with ATK?
Yes, ma'am.
And had you ever met either one of those people before?
Met as far as the two rappers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And that weekend was the first time you had met Charles Jones. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Had you met Young and Ace before
Yes,
from
ma'am.
ATK? When did you meet him?
Probably when I was younger.
When you were younger? Okay. Was it somebody that you personally knew and considered a friend or anything like that?
No.
Were you also familiar with him because of his music and his rapping in Jacksonville?
Yes, ma'am.
Were a lot of your friends familiar with both of those rap groups, ATK and Charles Jones, Julio Foolio?
Yes, ma'am.
So going back to that Friday and the Airbnb, you said that he wasn't there at first. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
At some point, did he get to that Airbnb?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you do the first night that you were there, that Friday, June 21st of 2024?
Well, we first got to the Airbnb and it was no one there. And I was waiting for my friend Nisea to come get me and Aaliyah. And she finally showed. There was a backyard area with a pool, and me and the girls just sat out there. And I didn't realize that the guys were inside. And we came inside, but we weren't really around. We were just sitting in an area just by ourselves, just with the girls. And we left, and that was that.
When you say we left, who are you referring to?
Me and Nisea
Where did
and
you
Aaliyah.
and Aaliyah? Where did you, Nisea, and Aaliyah Albritton go?
We all went out.
Where?
We went to some club
Where did you spend the night that night?
at Nisea's house
Where did Aaliyah Albritton stay the night?
at the B&B.
The Airbnb that
Yes, ma'am.
Julio Foolio had been? Did you know the address to that Airbnb?
Right now, not off the top of my head, no.
Was that the only time that you had been there?
Yes, ma'am.
Going now into Saturday, June 22nd of 2024, did you at some point go to a different Airbnb?
Yes, ma'am.
Approximately what time did you go to the different Airbnb?
I can't tell you what time, but sometime in the afternoon.
And is this another Airbnb that Charles Jones was going to be at and have a party?
Yes, ma'am.
At some point, did you and Nisea go shopping?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you run an errand for Charles Jones?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about that.
I just remember when we went to the Airbnb, he asked if we could go to Walmart to go get a speaker so that he can have for the party.
Okay. Did you agree to do that?
Yes.
Did you in fact go and do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did he pay for the speaker that he asked you to get for him?
Yes, ma'am.
When you went back to the Airbnb, and this is a different Airbnb, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How many people were at the Airbnb at that point?
I'm not sure. Honestly, don't know.
Let me ask you this. Did your friend Nisea, did she hang out with you at the second Airbnb?
She left early.
Was your friend Aaliyah Albritton at the Airbnb?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have your bags with you at that point when Nisea dropped you off at the second Airbnb?
Yes, ma'am.
What was your plan for that night?
My plans for the night was to link back up or meet back up. I'm sorry. Meet back up with Nisea, and me and Aaliyah and Nisea were going to go out because we were supposed to have a girls' trip.
At some point, were you aware that people were going to go to a club?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you get ready?
I was in a room at the Airbnb. I was by myself.
And was there a party going on in the Airbnb during that time period?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anything unusual happen at the Airbnb during that time period?
I'm not sure. I was in the room alone.
No kind of gunfire or anything like that?
Not that I'm aware. I was alone.
At some point, do you all go to the club?
Yes, ma'am.
Where were your bags at that point?
I just remember Taifa getting a call, and I think it was Foolio saying he was going to put him in the car maybe for us because I guess they had to evacuate the Airbnb.
Had you already left the Airbnb at that point?
Yes, ma'am.
Who did you leave the Airbnb with?
Aaliyah and Taifa McCray.
And where were you and Aaliyah and Taifa McCray going?
We went to the first club.
And at some point you were alerted that they got kicked out of the Airbnb, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Were you worried about your bag at that point?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you already at the club or were you on the way to the club?
When we got alerted that they were leaving the Airbnb, we were on the way.
When you got to that first club, was that Teasers?
I believe so.
Was it a strip club?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did Charles Jones and other people from the Airbnb go to that club?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you know if Taifa McCray, whether or not he was good friends with Charles Jones?
I knew at the end. Yes, ma'am.
Had you met Taifa McCray before then?
Yes, ma'am.
And you, prior to then, you didn't know how close they were, is that correct?
I didn't know that they were friends.
And you said that you were with Aaliyah Albritton and Taifa McCray.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember how many cars showed up from the Airbnb to that first club, Teasers?
I'm not sure. I was in the room alone.
So you didn't see when everybody left, is that correct?
I didn't see anybody at all.
Okay. So going back to Teasers, how long would you say you were at Teasers?
Maybe like, it wasn't really that long. Maybe like 45 minutes, maybe an hour, maybe.
Sorry to interrupt you. Where did you go after Teasers?
We went to another club that they wanted to go to.
Do you remember the name of that club?
No, but I remember it had stairs.
Was it on the second floor?
Yes, ma'am.
And again, who were you riding with from that first club, Teasers, to the second nightclub?
Taifa and Aaliyah.
In the same vehicle, Taifa McCray's vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
When you got to the second club, do you know whether or not there were other cars from your group or your party going at the same time at that point?
At that point, yes, ma'am.
How many cars do you remember were in your group, or do you know?
I'm not aware. I don't know.
Were you paying attention to who
Not
you were going
really.
with?
No.
Okay. So now I want to talk about this second club. You said that it was on a second floor. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember how long you were at the second club?
Maybe the same time we were at the other one, maybe like an hour.
And you mentioned all the people that were in your car. Did all of them go into the second club?
It was just me and Aaliyah and Taifa in one car, but yes, we did go in there.
Was Charles Jones at that club?
Yes, ma'am.
And did he have other people with him at the club?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long would you say you were at the second club?
Maybe like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe. I don't remember.
When you left the club, do you know what the plan was at that point? Where were you going?
I initially thought we were going to come back home that night, but I believe that they were just really tired and they wanted to lay down and get some rest instead of hopping on the road because it was late. And I guess no one wanted anything to happen. Anything can happen at night. So I guess they just wanted to rest.
Was it in the pretty early morning hours at that point?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you know what exactly time it was at that point?
I think maybe like 2 in the morning, close to 3 maybe.
Were you keeping track of the time?
No, ma'am.
What happened when you all left the club?
We all followed each other to a hotel.
Were you familiar with that hotel?
No, ma'am.
When you got to the hotel, tell me what happened.
I just remember we were driving around trying to find parking, and we couldn't find parking, and I guess they were trying to see if there was a room available or any rooms available. So we all parked by the front lobby.
At some point, where were you in the vehicle?
I was originally sitting in the back seat, in the passenger seat, behind the passenger seat.
Who was driving?
Taifa McCray
And where was Aaliyah Albritton?
in the passenger seat.
At any point, did Taifa McCray leave the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Aaliyah said she needed to use the bathroom.
And then what happened?
I moved into the driver's seat, the front driver's seat.
All right, I want to ask you what happened at that point when you got into the driver's seat of Taifa McCray's vehicle?
I just remember looking down at my phone and I got shot.
Did you hear any gunshots
Yes,
before
ma'am.
you got shot? How many gunshots did you hear?
A lot.
After you got shot, what did you do?
I prayed and I asked God to cut the car on because there was no keys in the car. And I finally got the car to cut on and I drove off.
Where did you get shot?
In my arm and in the back of my shoulders.
Do you know where you were going at that point?
I just wanted to get away.
Did anything happen in the parking lot as you were trying to get away?
I just remember everybody was just trying to back out of the cars and just try to save themselves.
And where did you go?
I remember pulling out of the hotel and I made a left down a street and I seen a police car and I stopped at the light and I instantly thought about everybody that I left behind at the hotel and I wanted to make sure they were okay, so I turned around.
Did you make any phone calls or did you get a phone call?
I remember making a phone call to Aaliyah and just telling her what happened.
And what did she say?
She was just in shock and she said that she heard everything going on from inside the hotel.
What did you do at that point?
I turned around and I made it back to the hotel and there was nobody in the front.
Did you see any? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
It's okay.
Did you see any of the vehicles that you had originally got to the hotel with?
Everyone was gone.
So tell me what happened once you got back to that hotel.
Aaliyah and Taifa came outside, running outside. And I just remember my adrenaline rush was just my anxiety. Everything was up there and I just begged them to take me to the hospital.
Did they do that?
Yes, ma'am.
When you got to the hospital, what happened?
I just remember Taifa being by my side and he just never left until my parents got there.
Were your parents in Tampa that night?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you call them and let them know what happened?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how long it took for them to get there?
They wouldn't let my parents come back and see me till maybe like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Did a law enforcement officer come to the emergency room?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's marked States Exhibit 28. Do you recognize this photograph? Does that fairly and accurately represent you on that day after you had gone to the hospital on June 23rd of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, at this time, we'd offer into evidence States Exhibit 28.
Any objection?
No objection.
Wheatley, so good I'm drinking Wheatley.
Wheatley, American vodka.
Miss Bentley, is that you in the emergency room at Advent Hospital in Tampa, Florida?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us where exactly you were shot?
My right arm, like right here, my upper right arm. And there's gun pieces in the back of my shoulder.
Did you require surgery that night?
No, ma'am.
And you said that, is there still pieces that are in your arm?
Yes, ma'am.
Did Aaliyah Albritton, did she come into the hospital with you and Typhon McCrae?
No, ma'am.
Do you know what happened to Aaliyah Albritton after she dropped you off at the hospital?
No, ma'am.
You want me to have one moment?
Yes.
Judge, at this time, we pass the witness.
Okay, cross-examination.
Good afternoon, Miss Bentley.
Afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
All right. I want to just ask you some basic questions. Do you know anything called 6 block? Do you know what that is?
Yes.
All right. What is that to you?
What is that to me?
Yeah.
A group of boys.
All right. Do you know what ATK is?
Yes, sir.
Is that another group of boys?
Yes, sir.
Would you call either of these groups of boys gangs?
No, sir.
Are you a part of any of these two groups?
No, sir.
Are these boy-only groups?
I believe so.
Alright.
I'm not aware. I don't know.
You mentioned earlier that you've met Youngin Ace before. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
He is a part of the ATK group.
Yes, sir.
Sort of like would you say a rival to 6 Block and Charles Jones, Julio Foolio?
Yes, sir.
And under what circumstances did you meet Youngin Ace?
He's friends with my cousin.
So Youngin Ace is friends with one of your cousins?
Yes.
And when did you meet him?
Just around family.
Around family?
Yes, sir.
You've seen him, I guess, multiple times around family?
No, sir.
How many times have you seen him before?
Maybe like once or twice in my lifetime.
Okay. Do you know who Alicia Andrews is?
No, sir.
And do you know whether Alicia Andrews is a part of any gang?
No, sir.
Do you know if Alicia Andrews was at the Airbnb with you?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. You were inside one of the Airbnbs, inside of a room by yourself?
Yes, sir.
Why were you by yourself?
Sometimes I just like to be alone.
All right. And you're by yourself while there's a bunch of commotion going on in another portion of the Airbnb. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna ask you like a sort of a strange question. The Airbnb, you didn't book that, right?
No, sir.
The Airbnb itself, did you go to the Airbnb to avoid being detected by any hotel lobby cameras?
No.
All right. Do you know anyone named Fat Boy?
No.
Now, how do you listen to drill rap music? You said you do earlier, right?
Yes.
All right. Because you listen to drill rap music, does that make you a violent person?
No.
All right. Does that mean that you want to do the things that the drill rappers rap about?
No.
All right. The drill rap music, was that something that Charles Jones, Julio Foolio made?
Yes.
All right. And he made fun of people who were dead in his drill raps?
I guess so.
I guess he mocked individuals who had died or been shot?
Yes.
All right. And did people hate him for that?
I don't know.
Did people dislike him for that?
I'm not sure.
The people that Charles Jones, Julio Foolio, that he would rap about, these were actual real life people in Jacksonville. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And did you know any of the people that he rapped about?
No, sir.
I don't have any other questions.
Okay, thank you. Got to make sure that you speak into the microphone so that you can be heard. I can tell you're a little bit soft-spoken, so, all right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Please state your full name for the record.
Aaliyah Auburn,
Miss Albritton, what city do you live in?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Mhm.
How long have you lived in Jacksonville, Florida?
My whole life.
How old are you now?
22.
I'm going to ask you about some events that occurred the weekend starting on June 21st of 2024, that Friday. Do you remember that weekend?
Yes.
And on that weekend, did you have any travel plans?
Yes.
And at that time, back in 2024, you were still living in Jacksonville, is that correct?
Yes.
Where were you going to go that weekend?
To Tampa.
Who were you going to go to Tampa with?
My friend, two of my friends,
And what was your friends' names?
Taifa and Camille.
And when you say Taifa, are you referring to Taifa McCrae?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's already been marked for identification, States Exhibit 27. Have I already shown you this photograph?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recognize the person in this photograph?
Yes.
Is that a fair and accurate picture of the way Taifa McCrae looked back in June of 2023?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, we'd introduce into evidence States Exhibit number 27.
Any objection?
No objection.
Okay, admitted.
Miss Albritton, is that a photograph of Taifa McCrae?
Yes.
Do you actually recognize the outfit that he's wearing? And I'm going to scroll this up a little bit so that you can see all of it. Do you recognize that?
Yeah.
Is that what he was wearing that weekend?
Yes.
Let's go back to the Friday, June 21st of 2024. You said that you were coming down to Tampa with two friends. Is that correct?
Yes.
Who was the other friend that you had mentioned that was coming to Tampa with you?
Camille.
And is her last name Bentley? Would that be Camilla Bentley?
Yeah.
How do you know Camilla Bentley?
I met her through somebody. I met her through one of my friends.
How long had you known Camilla Bentley before June of 2024?
Probably a year.
What was the nature of your relationship with Camilla Bentley?
We were just friends. We just hang out time to time.
And what about Mr. McCrae? How do you know Taifa McCrae?
I know him through a friend also.
How long had you known Mr. McCrae?
I've known him a few years.
And what was the plan when you came to Tampa? What were you guys going to do together?
We were just gonna hang out, have fun, go to some clubs. That was really it.
Have you ever heard of a person that was a rapper in Jacksonville by the name of Julio Foolio?
Yes.
Do you know what his real name is?
Yeah.
What's his real name?
Charles.
And do you know his last name as well?
Jones.
Is there any relationship between your friend Taifa McCrae and Charles Jones, the victim in this case?
Yeah, they're cousins, if I'm not mistaken.
Did any of your plans in Tampa involve Charles Jones, the rapper known as Julio Foolio?
Yeah.
What was going to happen in Tampa that weekend of June 21st of 2024?
I think he had to perform somewhere, or he had like to show up at a club or something like that.
And going back again to that day on Friday, who were you traveling to Tampa with?
Taifa and Camille.
How were you getting to Tampa? How did you get to Tampa?
Taifa's car.
Where did he pick you up at?
Camia's house.
And did he drive both you and Camilla Bentley to Tampa?
Yes.
When did you get to Tampa, Florida?
Friday night, I think. Friday night, probably like 9, I think.
Where did you stay when you got to Tampa?
Airbnb.
Had you been to Tampa before then?
Yeah.
Did you know, were you familiar with the area at the Airbnb that you were staying at?
No.
Could you today even say what the address of that Airbnb
I have
was?
no idea.
Can you tell us what type of Airbnb it was?
A house, and I think it had a pool. I think it had like 2 or 3 bedrooms.
Was there anyone else staying at that Airbnb in Tampa with you besides Camilla Bentley and Tafa McCray?
Yes.
Who else was staying at the Airbnb?
A few of Taifa friends, Foolio friends.
What about Charles Jones, Julio Foolio? Was he there as well?
Yeah.
Were you also staying at that Airbnb the whole weekend? Was that the plan?
No, they had booked a different house. So it was 2 different Airbnbs.
You said 2 different houses. So one Airbnb for Friday, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
And 1 for Saturday.
And one for Saturday. Did you go to another Airbnb Saturday night?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The following day?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know the address of the Airbnb that you stayed at the following day?
No.
And we're now talking about the Saturday, June 22nd of 2024.
Yeah, I don't know neither of the addresses. I don't even remember where they were at.
I want to ask you who all went to the second Airbnb.
Everybody.
And when you say everybody, are you referring to all of the people that you previously have stated were at the Airbnb on Friday?
Yes.
So can you just list them for us again, who they are?
Taifa, Camilla, Foolio, and I think like 2 of his friends, 2 of Foolio friends.
So there were additional people there besides your group and Charles Jones?
Yeah.
Were there any parties or celebrations that were planned for that Saturday on June 22nd of 2024?
Yeah.
What was going on?
Foolio had a pool party.
Was there, when you say you had a pool party, was it just for the people that you have now mentioned, or were other people
like
coming?
it was a whole bunch of people there.
How many people would you say was at that pool party at the time when most people were there?
The house was full, so probably like 50 people, maybe 30 people.
And did you recognize some of the people in the party?
I knew a couple of them.
And where were they from?
Jacksonville.
And of the ones that you knew, do you know what their names are?
Their nicknames.
Nicknames. I want to ask you a little bit about the nicknames, okay? You said that you have grown up in Jacksonville your whole life, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you said that you knew Charles Jones as Julio Foolio, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Were you familiar with what he did in Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Okay. And did he post a lot of music to social media?
Yeah.
And what was he known for in Jacksonville?
Rapping.
Rapping. Are you familiar with the term drill rapping?
Yeah.
And I want to ask you, were you familiar with what gang that he was associated with or a member of?
Yeah.
And what was the name of that?
I don't know the name. I just know it goes by like side of towns.
The side of town. So there are different areas of the town that gangs are associated with. Okay. So going back to that party, did you see any other rappers or people that made music at the party?
No, I kind of stayed in the room. I didn't really interact with everybody.
Why were you at that party?
Because I was staying there.
Okay. Who were you more associated with the group in Jacksonville?
Say it one more time.
Were you friends with Charles Jones? Did you hang out with him at the party?
I didn't really hang out with him, no. I don't do big crowds of people, so I just stayed in a room.
And Tafa McCray, is he the person that you considered your friend in that group?
Yeah.
And other than Tafa McCray and Camilla Bentley, was there anyone else there that you were very close with?
No.
At some point, what did you do during that day at that Airbnb?
Saturday,
Yes, ma'am.
like during the day,
Yes.
I went to the mall and the liquor store. Nothing else really.
And then what time did the party at the Airbnb start?
At nighttime, sometime probably like 8 or 9, 10 maybe.
What happened at the Airbnb at some point?
It got shut down. We got kicked out because I guess whoever the owner of the Airbnb was didn't want to party there or something like that. It was too many people on the Ring camera. I think that's what they said.
And who shut down the party?
The police came.
Prior to the police coming, even though there were too many people there, was there anything unusual that happened at that Airbnb where Charles Jones was celebrating his birthday?
No.
After the party got shut down, where did you go?
We went straight to the clubs after that.
And were those the clubs where you said that Charles Jones had some kind of promos?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We went to a few clubs, so I'm not exactly sure which one we went to first. I think it was like the second or third one where he had to like come at.
Okay. And so do you know the name of the clubs?
No, I don't remember the names of none of the clubs.
Who did you go to the clubs with?
Camilla and Taifa.
And what vehicle did you go in?
Taifa's.
Was there other people in your group from the Airbnb going to the clubs at the same time?
I think so, yeah.
What about Charles Jones? Was he going to the clubs?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you know who he was in a car with?
Two of his friends, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And do you remember what kind of car that he was driving?
Charger.
And what color?
Black.
And then do you remember whether or not Charles Jones had a girlfriend that was at the Airbnb?
Yeah, she came that night.
On Saturday, June 22nd of 2024?
Mm-hmm.
What was her name? Do you know her name?
Monty. I'm not sure if that's her real name or not,
but you remember that his girlfriend did show up, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Did she also go in a separate vehicle to the clubs?
Yeah.
Do you remember how many people were in her car?
I think she had one of her friends with her.
And did the cars go together to the club or separately?
Well, the first club we went separately because I think we left before them because they had to like get all their stuff. But we eventually ended up meeting at the club.
Okay. And how long would you say that you were at the first club?
I really don't remember.
Had you been doing any drinking that night?
Yes, I was.
How much had you had to drink, would you say, before you went to the clubs while you were at the pool party?
A decent amount.
And let me ask you this, did you feel like you were intoxicated at all?
I was definitely intoxicated.
Could you still walk on your own?
Oh yeah.
Did you still understand what was going on?
Yeah.
And again, prior to leaving to the clubs, had there been any sort of incidents, fighting, or any kind of thing that would give you concern?
No.
And you said that the first club, the whole group went, is that correct?
Yeah.
And there were 3 vehicles.
Yeah.
Were there other people from Jacksonville that eventually went to that club as well?
Yeah, I'm not sure which club they came to, but yeah, it was.
And you already said, I think, that you don't know how long you stayed at that
Yeah,
club.
I don't remember. We went to, I think, over 3 clubs. I don't know how long we were at each club.
at any club, whether it was the first one, second one, did you have any issue in the clubs?
No,
Did you see whether or not Charles Jones had any issues with anyone in either of those clubs?
no.
And at some point, what happened after you guys were done in the clubs?
We had to find somewhere to stay. We didn't have nowhere to stay anymore.
Well, what happened? Where did you go?
A hotel.
Do you remember what hotel you went to?
Home to be, I think, Holiday. It was too connected to each other.
You said home to, could it be home to suites? Does that sound right?
I think so. Yeah.
And then Holiday Inn, is that correct?
Yeah.
How many cars went to the hotel?
3.
Is it the 3 cars that we've already talked about?
Mhm.
What happens when you get to the hotels?
I had to use the bathroom. I went and used the bathroom, and that's when all that happened outside, I guess.
When you said you went to go use the bathroom, had you guys checked in at that point?
No, I don't think we were able to get a room there. It was either booked or it was too late to get it or something.
And were you still in Typha McCrae's house? I'm sorry, Typha McCrae's vehicle.
Yeah,
And who else was in the vehicle at that point?
Camille.
All right, I'm gonna show you what's been marked for identification, States Exhibit 22B6. Did I ask you to look at this CD prior to coming to court today?
Yeah,
And did I also ask you to put initials on there so you could recognize it at a later time?
yeah.
And does this exhibit, States Exhibit 22B6, does it fairly and accurately depict the front of that hotel, Home to Suites, where you were at on June 23rd of 2024?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, we'd introduce into evidence States Exhibit 22B6.
Any objection?
No objection.
Okay, admitted.
You said that you went to several clubs, is that correct?
Mhm.
How long would you say it took to get from one club to the next club?
I don't remember.
And at the second club, do you remember how long you were at that club?
No, I don't remember how long I was at none of the clubs. I don't know how far they are from each other. I don't remember none of that.
I'm going to ask you to take a look at the monitor.
And if you need to step down, because it's a little hard because the screen is kind of parallel
Oh
with
yeah,
you and
I can
so-
see. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. I just want to make sure you can see. And then if you have to point something out, Ms. Albritton, you are welcome to walk over to the screen and point out something if necessary, okay?
I'm going to pause it right there. Can you tell me, do you recognize the vehicles that are being depicted in this video?
Yes.
And I am going to ask you to step down for just 1 second, just so you can point to what vehicles and who are in each vehicle, if you know who's in the vehicle. This is Julio's car. And when you say Monty, that's the girlfriend, is that correct? Does Armani Turner, does that sound correct, ma'am? You don't know her name, okay, we'll call her Monty then. And in the black Charger, that is the vehicle that you said Charles Jones is in, is that correct? And then the very vehicle in the back is the vehicle that you are in with Tifa McCray. Who's driving? You can go ahead and have a seat. I'm gonna play some more and have you watch it. So Ms. Albritton, at some point, there's a period of time where Charles Jones' vehicle and his girlfriend's vehicle is back and Tifa McCray's vehicle is gone for a little bit. Do you remember that?
Mhm.
What's going on when Tifa McCray's vehicle is not following directly behind Charles Jones and his girlfriend's vehicle?
Monty was just driving a little crazy, so he didn't want to be close to her car, so he just stayed back.
And can you tell us who is getting out of the vehicles now?
Me and Typha.
And could you see where another person got into the driver's seat?
In the video?
Yes.
No.
Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna. Okay, Ms. Albritton, I'm gonna ask you to take a look at when Mr. McCray gets out of the vehicle. Do you kind of see somebody get into the driver's seat?
Oh, yeah.
Who is that?
Camilla.
Your friend, Miss Camilla Bentley?
Mhm.
And where are you going at this point?
To use the restroom.
Okay. How long are you in the restroom?
A couple minutes.
And what happens when you're in the restroom?
Nothing. As soon as I walked out the restroom, I just heard stuff outside.
What did you hear?
Shooting.
And when you heard shooting, what did you do?
I had stayed next to the lady at the front desk.
And had you seen, when you went to the restroom, where did Mr. McCray, Tifa McCray
He
go?
used the restroom too.
When you got out of the restroom, did you see him at all?
Yeah, like we walked out at like the same time.
And you said did you hear shooting while you were in the restroom or when you came out?
The restroom was like in a deep hallway, so I didn't really hear it till I got out of the hallway.
And when you heard the shooting, what was Tifa McCray, was he already out of the restroom?
Yeah, we heard it at like the same time.
And what did he do?
He didn't do anything. We stayed in there and we heard it stop, but then it kept going. So when he heard it stop, he was finna walk out there, but it started going again, so he didn't go out there.
So I want to ask you, you said at some point you heard shooting and it stopped and then it started again, correct? Do you know how much time elapsed or can you estimate?
A few seconds, probably like 10 seconds, 10, 30 seconds.
And while you heard shooting, did you or Mr. McCray try to go outside into that parking lot where Charles Jones was parked?
No.
After the shooting happened, what did you do?
I called Camille
And why did you call Camilla Bentley?
because I knew she was outside in the car and it wasn't no cars out there. So I just called to see where she was at.
You said there are no cars outside. So at some point, did you go and look to see
No,
where
I
the
could
cars
see it
were?
through the door. It was a
Okay.
clear door.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop this. And you said that there was somebody working at the hotel, is that correct?
Yeah, a female.
And did she also hear the shooting?
Yeah, she had said something about if it was somebody's people outside that they were shooting.
And you said you could see out of the window at some point and there was no vehicles, is that correct?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
The sliding doors was clear. So
At some point, without going into your conversation, did you go get in touch with Camilla Bentley on the phone?
yes,
And again, without going into the conversation, how soon would you say you got a hold of her after the shooting had occurred?
as soon as right after it happened.
Right after? And how did she sound?
In distress.
And then what did she say to you?
She told me she was shot, and yeah, she had said she had left, and I think she was telling me kind of where she was at, and I had just told her to come back and get us.
Did she do that?
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, what vehicle was she in?
Taifa's.
What happened when Camilla Bentley came back to the hotel? And what happened when she came back?
She got in the back seat and we left.
Before leaving that, you said you looked out there. Did you see Charles Jones' vehicle again at that point?
No, I didn't see his vehicle after that. No.
What about Armani, his girlfriend? Did you see her vehicle at all?
Mm-mm.
And you said that Camilla Bentley then got in the backseat, is that correct?
Mhm.
Who was driving at that point?
Taifa
Where did you all go?
to take Camille to the hospital.
Do you remember what hospital it was?
No, I have no idea.
What happened once you got to the hospital with Camilla Bentley?
Taifa and Camille went inside.
Right. Where did you go?
I stayed in the car and I parked the car at some apartments, I think right next to the hospital.
And do you remember the name of the apartments?
No, I have no idea.
Why didn't you go into the hospital?
I didn't want to see any police. I didn't want to come in contact with any police officers.
Why was that?
Because I'm on probation.
You're on probation back in Jacksonville?
Mhm.
So why did Taifa McCrae stay?
I told him to stay.
Why did you do that?
I didn't want Camille going in the hospital by herself.
And what happened once you got to that apartment that was close to the hospital?
I got picked up.
Picked up by whom?
One of Taifa's friends.
What happened to Taifa McCrae's car?
It just stayed in apartments.
And let me show you some photographs. I show you states 29A through D. Do you recognize all of these photographs?
Yeah.
And do these photographs fairly and accurately depict Mr. McCrae's vehicle as well as the location that you left the vehicle?
Yeah.
And at this time, we would introduce into evidence States Exhibit 29A through D.
Any objection?
No objection.
They're admitted.
Oh, I see. Ms. Alberton, can you tell us what's in 29A?
Taifa's car,
And which one?
the Nissan.
Okay, the one in the middle, is that a Nissan Altima?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to show you 29B. Do you see some damage in this picture?
Yes.
Prior to this night, had there been any sort of damage to the side of the vehicle?
No.
You don't know, do you know, were you in the vehicle when it was damaged?
No.
I'm going to show you 29C. Is that the back of Mr. McCrae's vehicle?
Yeah.
And do you see the two bullet holes that are in the back windshield?
Mm-hmm.
Had that been there prior to what happened, the shooting at Home to Suites?
No.
I'm going to show you 29D. This is a close-up. Did you see that on the back of the vehicle when you left it at that apartment complex?
No.
Now, I want to talk a little bit more about why you didn't want to speak to the police. At some point, were you concerned with some of the stuff that is going on in Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
A lot of people just don't get along.
And when you say a lot of people don't get along, are you again referring to these rival neighborhood gang groups?
Yeah.
Some point when you were younger, did you date someone who was associated with a rapper by the name of Young and Ace?
Yeah.
What is Young and Ace's real name?
Keontae.
Is that Keontae Bullard?
Mhm.
And who were you dating that was related to Mr. Bullard?
Trayvon.
How is Trayvon Bullard related to Keontae Bullard?
They're brothers.
When did you date him?
In 2018.
And did something happen to him?
Yeah, he passed away.
When did he pass away?
June 5th, 2018.
And how did he pass away?
He got shot.
Was that a part of this rival gang war?
I'm assuming.
And when you say that he, at that point back in, you said 2018, was there even a group called ATK back then?
No.
And going back to Young and Ace, what was it known as back then?
Young and Gang.
And is there music and rap music that is associated? Do you need a Kleenex or a tissue?
No.
You're okay? Okay. Is there music and nicknames and rap names associated with the music that these gangs are putting out?
Yes.
And what did your boyfriend's brother, what did he go by?
Ace.
And is that, you said back then, the group that hung out with him, his gang was called what?
Young and Gang.
At some point after the death of your boyfriend, did you continue to hang out with his brother and his brother's group?
I kept in contact, but I didn't really hang out with them.
Were you interested in all of that back and forth that was going on between Youngin crew and the rival neighborhood gang?
No. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And so your boyfriend back then, he was associated with the group that was against Charles Jones' group, is that correct?
Yeah.
Is that some of the concern that you had with people finding out where you were?
Yeah, I just didn't want to be a part of none of the media stuff.
Is there a lot of social media that goes on with these two rival groups?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification, States Exhibit 34. Do you recognize that individual?
Yes.
Is that a fair and accurate picture of that individual?
Mhm.
Your Honor, at this time, we'll introduce into evidence States Exhibit number 34.
Any objection?
No objection.
Okay, admitted.
Ms. Albritton, who is pictured in States Exhibit 34?
Charles.
Charles Jones. And you said that his gang, his rapper nickname was Julio Foolio, is that correct?
Mhm.
Is that it? Yes, Ms. Albritton?
Yes.
Okay.
Had you listened to any of the music that he had put out?
No, I don't listen to his music.
And during that night when you were with Mr. McCrae, were there any concerns at all for your safety or the other safety of the people that were with you?
I really didn't think nothing of it because we was out of town. So, and nothing happened the first night. So, I mean, I didn't really think nothing of it.
After this happened, did you ever, what did you do after you got picked up by Mr. McCrae's friend?
I was just in the car with him, but I ended up going back to the hotel where it was at. And because I guess the boy knows Monty and them, they was talking.
Okay. And again, you say, Monty, are you referring to Charles Jones' girlfriend?
Yes.
Did you at some point know what happened to Charles Jones?
Taifa had, yeah, when I talked to Taifa, he told me.
So you had additional communication with Taifa McCrae after his friend picked you up?
Yeah, I was checking on Camilla, so I called him.
When you went back to the home to suites, what did you see when you went back there? And what time was it when you went back there?
It was daylight now. It was just the police had it roped off and stuff.
Who did you see when you went back to that location after the police had already roped off the area?
Monty, I don't know the other people.
Charles Jones' girlfriend?
Mhm.
Did you ever give a statement to law enforcement while you were in Tampa?
No.
At some point later on in the investigation, did a detective, Juan Ramos with the Tampa Police Department, call you to take your statement?
Yes.
And at that time, did you provide him with a statement?
Yeah.
Was that the only statement that you provided to the Tampa Police Department?
Yeah.
Your Honor, may I have one moment?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, we pass the witness.
Okay, cross.
Good afternoon.
Good.
Do you know Alicia Andrews?
No.
No? Have you ever seen Alicia Andrews before?
No.
You know of Alicia Andrews?
No.
And so you never met her before?
Nope.
The night of Charles Jones's murder, you were hanging out with him?
I was, yeah.
Okay. That you're in the video where he's in the Charger next to the vehicle that you're parked in, correct? All right. And are you a part of Charles Jones's gang?
No.
So you're not a part of what they call 6 Block?
No.
Are you a part of any gang at all?
No.
All right. Do you know if Alicia Andrews is a part of any gang?
No, I don't know her.
Okay. You listen to rap music?
Yeah.
All right. But you said you don't listen to Charles Jones's rap music.
No.
So no Julio Foolio in your playlist.
Nope.
All right. Is there a reason why?
It's not my type of music.
All right. But you know the substance of his music. Is that correct?
Yeah, I've seen it on social media.
All right. And the music that he raps about, they call it drill rap.
Correct.
And that music is him talking about what they call opposition ops.
Yeah.
All right. When Charles Jones, Julio Foolio talks about his ops, is he talking about them in a derogatory manner?
Yeah.
He talks about them being dead. Is that accurate?
Correct.
He talks about them being kidnapped. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I think. I don't know about that part.
Does he talk about them being shot?
Correct.
And he made fun of these things?
Yeah.
All right. And because of that, did people not like him?
Yeah.
All right. And these people that did not like Julio Foolio, did they talk about that around Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Did they talk about it on the internet?
Yeah.
All right. It's pretty common.
Yeah.
You've seen music videos of Charles Jones, Julio Foolio making fun of dead people before?
Yeah.
All right. I have a sort of a strange question, but try to follow me. You stayed in an Airbnb when you came from Jacksonville to Tampa, right?
Correct.
And you didn't book the Airbnb. Is that accurate? All right. When you stayed in the Airbnb, did you stay there because you didn't want to stay in a hotel that had cameras in a lobby?
No.
All right. So you were not at the Airbnb to sort of hide your identity. Is that accurate?
No.
All right. Did you pay or contribute any money to the Airbnb?
No.
The names of the clubs that you all went to on the night of Charles Jones's murder, you said you do not remember the names, right?
None of them.
Don't
No.
you don't remember where they were at?
No.
You don't know how far they were from each other?
No.
You believe there were at least 3 though?
Yeah, like we went to 4 clubs the first night and the second night.
Okay. All right. Is one of the reasons why you don't remember the clubs or where they were at because you're not from Tampa?
Yeah, and I was just riding. I didn't really care where we went. I didn't look up no place to go. I didn't pick where we were going either.
All right, so you weren't driving the car?
No.
You were just a passenger?
Correct.
You were just going along for the ride?
Hmm.
Is that a yes? Just for
Yeah.
the court reporter. Okay. Do you know anyone in the group of people that you were with called Fat Boy?
Called who?
Fat Boy?
That was supposed to be with us?
Yes.
No.
All right. Even though you don't listen to Julio Foolio's music, do you know about the issues that Julio Foolio has with other people in Jacksonville?
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. You know that the people you said earlier, people just don't get along, right?
Correct.
All right. And that's because you don't live under a rock, right?
Correct.
And you see things that whether it be on social media, right?
Mhm.
Or whether it be on just in your personal conversations, correct?
I don't talk about it.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Let me ask you this. You dated Youngin Ace's brother. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
His name is
Trayvon.
Trayvon?
Mhm.
Okay. Trayvon, when you say brother of Youngin Ace, is that his blood brother?
Yes, same mama. I think they have different dads though.
Okay. And to your knowledge, did Youngin Ace get along with Julio Foolio?
No.
So Trayvon, did he get along with Julio Foolio?
No.
All right. And you're hanging with Julio Foolio, who did not get along with Trayvon. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. Trayvon was shot.
Yes.
Did Julio Foolio ever rap about Trayvon being shot?
Yeah.
Did Julio Foolio ever make fun of Trayvon, your former boyfriend, being shot?
Yeah.
When the vehicle I guess there's a car. You saw the video that the state played earlier. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Give me 1 second. So this vehicle here that we see on the right, that's the vehicle you're in?
Yeah.
All right. That vehicle, it comes from, I guess the backside of the hotel?
Yeah, it's two different entrance ways.
All right. Do you remember coming in and making the right up front, up here? Let me show you. You remember coming in and making this right? And going around the hotel to get to this side?
And I guess.
You guess? Did you go this way? Straight?
I don't really remember, but seeing the video, we went right.
Okay. It makes sense that you would have went right to come around the hotel. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Now, is there any reason in particular that you went around the building to come to the spot here where you're at?
I wasn't driving.
So you didn't make that decision?
No.
All right. So you don't know why the vehicle is faced in the opposite direction?
No.
All right. You mentioned knowing what ATK is. Did you say that?
I said I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know what ATK is?
No, I don't know what that means. I wasn't. No.
Oh, so sorry. Not the meaning of ATK, but that Young and Ace is a part of ATK. Did you say whether you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. ATK and 6 Block, do those two groups get along?
No.
Charles Jones, just for the jury, is a part of 6 Block. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And Young and Ace is a part of ATK. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And to your knowledge, Alicia Andrews is not a part of either of those gangs, correct?
I don't know. I don't know her.
All right. Did you see Alicia Andrews at any of the Airbnbs that you had either Friday or Saturday night?
No.
All right. Was Alicia Andrews inside of any of the clubs that you went to Friday or Saturday night?
No.
All right. You mentioned being on probation. Are you on probation now, or were you on probation during this time
I'm
period?
still on it.
You're still on probation? All right. Has your probation officer given you any trouble about this issue, being out of town?
No.
All right. No further questions.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Albritton, going back to these drill rap videos, in particular, the song of Charles Jones about your boyfriend, is that When I See You? Is that the song that you're talking about?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. And that's one of the music or drill rap videos that you don't like, is that correct?
I don't care for them.
Does the other side, does Young and Ace and ATK, do they do similar rap videos about Charles Jones' 6 Block group?
I don't know. I don't listen to neither, honestly.
Okay. but you are aware of the back and forth, is that correct?
Yeah.
And how long had you dated Young and Ace's brother, Trayvon Bullard?
6 months.
6 months. And then when you were in Tampa, who were you hanging out with again? Mr. McCray, is that correct?
Yeah.
How long had you been friends with Mr. McCray?
I've known him years.
And were you invited by Mr. McCray to go to this event?
Yeah.
Do you know how long it had been advertised or how long Charles Jones had planned to go to this appearance in Tampa?
No.
Do you know whether or not it was posted on social media?
I think, I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay. And you said that you didn't know Alicia Andrews. Did you ever know or hear of a person by the name of Isaiah Chance?
On Instagram.
And did he also have a nickname, a gang nickname, a rapper nickname?
Yeah.
What was that?
Gutta.
Gutta? Okay. And when we talk about these groups, now that you said that Charles Jones is a part of Six Block and Young and Ace developed into ATK, is that correct?
Yeah.
Those are the rival groups?
Yeah.
Would Isaiah Chance, Gutta, would he be friends or enemies with Charles Jones and Six Block?
I wouldn't know. I don't know.
You don't know what side that he's on?
No, I've never really heard of him till this occurred.
Oh, okay, all right. Ms. McCray, when you were in the bathroom, did you have communications with anyone?
No.
I have nothing further, Judge.
Okay, very good. May this witness be excused?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. You're free to go.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay, thank you. All right.
So Detective, I'm going to kind of walk through this video with you. In reviewing the video from the home to suites, did you find cameras mounted not only on the south end of the building, but around the perimeter of the building?
Yes, sir.
This camera here, what direction does that face?
This is facing facing towards the southeast.
Okay. As this car passes that we're going to see come through here, we're going to see another shot from behind it from a different camera. Would that be facing northeast?
Yes.
Okay. And what I'll do is try to stop as we proceed. Was this car, did it become a car of interest in the investigation?
Yes.
Okay. And were you all able to identify the make and model?
Yes.
Okay, and what was it?
Chevrolet Impala.
Okay, now are we on the second camera that is facing northeast?
That's correct.
All right, so up in the upper part of the screen, middle part of the upper part, we see a roadway. Would that be McKinley?
Yes, sir.
And would that be the intersection with Fowler?
Yes.
Now, in this camera, is this camera facing to the east on the north end of the building?
Yes.
Is that the same vehicle?
Yes, it is.
this camera here, we talked earlier about on the west side, going up the sidewalk from where the Lexus SUV was parked, which was just to the west of the portico entrance. There was a sidewalk, and you said if you go up that sidewalk, you enter this patio area with a pool. Is this the area?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So where the car is now, is that the area where the Dodge Charger's fuel trail or liquid trail, fluids trail ends up being left?
Yes, sir.
As it's fleeing, okay. The area that's just on the other side of that van where we can see the Impala, is that approximately, in fact, let me just step up here. Are these the charging stations here for the Tesla?
Yes, this is the charge station. I believe that's the Tesla right there.
Okay, all right. And I apologize, I don't have anything a pointer that'll work on that screen. Did you all make note of the fact in this video that Impala had circled around the north end of the building?
Yes, sir.
And in the video here, does it appear to be turning around?
It appears it does like a 3-point turn to turn around and go back the other way.
And what part of the complex is shown here?
That's the front entrance portico area, along with the victim vehicle.
And then we just saw the southeast or southwest corner of the building.
Yes, sir.
Now, that car, that Chevy Cruze, was that identified as a suspect vehicle?
Yes, it was.
So this video is moving a little too fast. I hope it doesn't mess up. Okay. And is this again the Impala?
Yes.
And is it moving out of that 3-point turn?
Yes, that's right in front of the Tesla.
Okay. And I wanted to ask you about that. So this camera here, this is not part of the home to suite security system?
No, sir.
Is that from the Tesla?
Yes, sir.
So that's going to be the front end of the Tesla or a side of the Tesla?
Yeah, I believe roughly the front
Okay.
end of it. Yes, sir.
And is that the Chevy Cruze?
Yes, sir.
And does the Chevy Cruze make some maneuver here?
Yeah, appears to conduct a U-turn and go back towards the front entrance of the home to suites, the portico area.
Is this happening in close time to when the actual shooting occurs?
Yeah, within minutes prior to.
And now we see this is a little before that where the Chevy Cruze comes around to the west side?
Yes, this would be right before the clip that we just watched. Yes, sir.
Up in the top, I don't know if you can see that, is the Impala seen parking.
Yes, sir.
Backing into a spot. Can you stand up and show? Because it looks like they just pulled out and they're moving in again.
Yeah, right here. So like midway, the top within and between the space in between here, you can see the vehicle pulls in to the space, kind of backs out and pulls back into the space.
Would it put it on the other side of the Tesla?
It would be northwest
West.
of the Tesla. Yes, sir.
Okay. And now do we see the Chevy Cruze come back past?
That's correct.
And the Chevy Cruze exits?
It pauses briefly there, and then eventually does exit, traveling southbound on McKinley.
Now, do we see individuals moving around that
Yes.
Impala? And do we see people running past the front of the Tesla?
Yes, sir.
Is that the rear of the Tesla?
That is the rear of the Tesla.
Is this the side of the Tesla?
That would be the passenger side of the Tesla.
I want to back up a little. In this shooting event, we see an individual emerge near that yellow car on the top right-hand side of the screen.
Yes, sir.
In between the Mercedes and what you identified earlier as a Bronco,
Yes, sir.
yellow, orange colored. Does that person appear to be wearing something over their head and face?
Yes, sir.
And what is it?
A mask of some type, like a ski mask type.
Okay. Is that the individual, or is he dressed similarly to the individual that is seen just a few seconds before on the Tesla video going down that grass area behind those cars?
It appears to be, yes, sir.
Now, it's clear to you in your investigation, is it not, that they're shooting rifles, these two shooters?
Yes.
And were any rifle casings found in that crime scene?
No, sir.
Was the area up near that orange or yellow Bronco and that Mercedes SUV on the other side of, was that whole area searched? Where the person wearing the orange ski mask was shooting?
Yes, sir.
Nothing found?
Nothing found.
No shell casings?
No, sir.
All right. Was thorough search conducted?
Yes, sir.
Now, where I paused it, is the Charger going through the area we discussed it earlier where there's the two curbs, the sidewalk, the panels from possibly from underneath the car that are found?
Yes, the vehicle just passed north, followed by one of the suspect shooters on foot behind it.
And can you see the car bouncing as it goes over that area?
Yes, sir.
Now, we're seeing flashing from the left-hand side of the screen. Is that the shooter with the orange mask?
Yes, sir.
And is he shooting from a position that's near the Tesla charging station?
It's right next to the Tesla itself.
Now, we see a consistent rhythmic flashing now. Is that the alarm system on the Tesla or some other vehicle going off?
I believe it's from the Tesla itself. Yes, sir.
All right. And could that have been caused by the concussions from the firing of the gun?
We believe so. Yes, sir.
Is this again the Tesla camera?
Yes, it is.
And it's picking up, is that the Dodge Charger fleeing?
Yes, sir.
And now do we see the pistol shooter running by?
Yes, sir.
And then the second shooter. And now the person with the mask on.
That's correct.
And is that a camera that appears to be on the west side of the Tesla?
Yes, that's the driver's side.
Okay. And are all the individuals running back to the area where we previously saw what appeared to be the Impala backing into a parking spot?
Yes, sir. They are.
Now, you talked earlier about the Impala becoming a suspect vehicle, a potential vehicle of interest.
Yes, sir.
And did you, in your investigation with the other detectives, pursue investigation of that vehicle?
Yes.
Did that include, through investigative means, obtaining at least a description and then later a tag number for it?
Yes.
And was that tag number put into some type of a system where it could potentially give you alerts off of license plate reader cameras?
Yes, sir.
Were you then alerted to license plate readings of the vehicle on the 23rd of June traveling across I-4?
Yes.
And was it heading towards the east, towards Orlando?
Yes, it was.
And at some point, did it track into Polk County?
Yes, sir.
Through those license plate reader alerts?
Yes, like approximately the area of Auburndale in
Okay.
Polk County.
And then, did you notice through the LPR activity that there were other license plate pickups of that tag as the car was being operated in the Auburndale area?
Yes.
And this was going to be, this would be this on the 24th, 25th, and 26th of June, moving forward?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you contact, or did another detective along with you contact an agency in Polk County in reference to that?
Yes, we did. We
And-
contacted the Polk County Sheriff's Office, specifically the Polk County Sheriff's Office Homicide Unit.
All right. And did you alert them to your investigation and this car of interest?
Yes, we did.
And was it your understanding they sent some officers out to an area in Polk County to potentially monitor and look for that vehicle?
Yes, we actually specifically sent them to the area through research on the tag and the registered owners of the vehicle. We determined a residence specifically for 75 Opal Avenue in Auburndale as a potential location where that vehicle could be located. So that's why we contacted the Polk County Sheriff's Office and asked them if they could assist us investigating whether or not that vehicle was in fact there at that address.
Okay. And did you determine that the registered vehicle of the Impala was registered or lived at an address in Jacksonville in Duval County?
Yes, sir.
And, but that person had activity or interest in that address in Auburndale?
Yes, the registered owner of the vehicle had a former address at that residence. And then when we conducted research on the address, we discovered that the registered owner of the vehicle's mother still resided at that address, or still had that address listed as an address for her with the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles.
Who was the person that you determined to be registered, that the Impala was registered to? If you need to refer to your report, you can.
If I could, please.
It'll refresh your memory.
The vehicle was registered to Damelie Lyle.
Okay. Did your investigation later determine that to be the mother of Sean Gathright?
Yes, sir.
After notifying Polk County Sheriff's Office and asking them, or them telling you they were going to send officers out to that Opal Avenue address, did you then start actually responding towards Polk County?
Yes, myself and Detective Kirkpatrick pretty much immediately got in the car and started driving in that direction.
Okay. And did you in fact make it over there to Polk County?
Yes, sir.
And were you sitting down to eat lunch when you arrived, when something happened or you received some message?
Unfortunately, yes, sir.
Okay. They were actually bringing your food to you?
Yeah, they were.
Okay, all right. Did you have to leave and then go to that?
Yes.
Respond to that message?
Yes, sir.
Did you in fact respond to that address or to an area near that address in Auburndale?
Yes, sir. We responded directly to 475 Opal Avenue.
And did you make contact with Polk County Sheriff's Office deputies there?
Yes, sir.
And did you make contact with a civilian, an individual related to that car?
Yes, sir.
Who was that?
That was actually Miss Lyle's mother, Lorna Allen.
Lorna Allen.
Who?
So that would be Mr. Gathwright's grandmother.
Yes, sir.
All right. And did you end up conducting an interview with her?
Yes, we did.
And did she, either along with the interview or at some point during the interview, give you consent to review her security system that was installed in her house?
Yes, sir.
And there were external cameras that showed areas of the front of the house?
Yes, we were able to see what appeared to be 2 external cameras on the front of the residence.
And did you view that inside of her residence somewhere?
Yeah, she had her system was basically wired into her television in the living room. So she allowed us to go inside of her house with her and pull up the video and view the video from her television screen.
Did you find portions of video that appear to be relevant to the case?
Yes, we did.
Did you collect those
Yes, we did.
portions? All right. And did you check the time and date stamp for any offset to real time?
Yes, we did.
And was there any offset?
It was 8 minutes. The video was 8 minutes. I'm sorry, 8 seconds slow.
8 seconds slow.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Your Honor, we would move to published states 47.
Okay. Has that been admitted?
It has.
Okay.
Okay, and Detective, looking at the screen, this appears to be dated on June 23rd
Yes, sir.
at 6:39:16 PM.
Yes, sir.
All right, and were you all looking from the 23rd forward because that was the date of your murder?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, did you, in the video, does it show the Impala that you're interested in this case?
It does.
Was the individual there in the video identified as Sean Gaithright?
Yes, sir.
Did it appear he was removing items from the trunk?
Yes, several bags from both the trunk and the passenger compartment of the vehicle.
Could you see where he was taking them?
He appeared to be taking them inside of the garage of Miss Allen's house.
It's moving fluidly in the video. Okay, yeah. That's all right, let's go check it out. All right, so we're going to try to play that on a different player because the video you obtained did not skip like that.
No, no.
Okay, all right. While you were obtaining this video and speaking with her, did she at some point ask you all, did she take a phone call?
She did.
And was that from her daughter?
We believe so, yes, sir.
Okay. And did she ask you to leave?
Once we obtained the video, yes, sir.
Okay. And did you leave?
Yes, we did.
You honored her request?
Yes, sir.
Well, it was working there. Detective, did Mr. Gathright remove just a couple of items or several items from the car?
Several items.
Detective, did it appear that at some point he obtained a towel and started wiping the car down?
Yes, it did.
Did it appear that he removed some clothes from the back seat earlier?
From the trunk and the back seat, I believe there was clothing and a mixture of bags.
It appears it's froze up on us, so we're going to publish this later. But at some point, does he change positions with that Impala and a motor vehicle that is inside that garage?
Yes.
What type of motor vehicle is inside the garage?
Toyota 4Runner.
Okay, and is it an older model?
Yes, it is.
Okay. That vehicle there, is that the car that Polk County stopped his grandmother driving, the Impala?
Yes, sir.
So after Miss Allen asks you to leave the residence and you all leave, do you ask Polk County to impound the car?
Yes.
And do you seek a search warrant to search the car?
Yes, we do.
All right. And does Polk County assist you with that?
Yes, they do.
And is that because you're in Polk County's jurisdiction?
Yes, sir.
So that warrant has to be reviewed by an assistant state attorney in Polk County in that jurisdiction. Is that correct?
You are leading, so.
I can rephrase. Did you have to have that warrant reviewed by a prosecutor?
Yes.
And where was that prosecutor located?
Within Polk County.
And why is that?
The where we seized the vehicle from, with the assistance of the Polk County Sheriff's Office, was within the jurisdiction of the Polk County Sheriff's Office in Polk County.
And was that warrant approved by the prosecutor?
Yes, it was.
And was it submitted to a judge in Polk County?
Yes, sir.
And did that judge review the warrant?
Yes, sir.
Did they approve it?
They did.
And was it executed and was the vehicle searched?
By the Polk County Sheriff's Office. Yes, sir.
Now, when you leave there after dealing with Miss Allen and obtaining this video and then asking Polk County to assist with the vehicle, and the vehicle is towed by their agency at that point.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you and Detective Kirkpatrick go back to the same restaurant to have your lunch?
Yes, we do.
While you're eating lunch, are you notified by Detective Ramos or Detective Campbell, who were up in Georgia, of some development in Jacksonville?
Yes, we actually were able to finish our lunch, but we were en route to the Polk County Sheriff's Office to execute the search warrant that was approved.
Okay, from lunch. Okay.
And that's when we received a call from Detective Ramos and learned of the development of the case.
Okay. We keep calling that lunch. That's really like dinner, right?
Dinner at that point.
7 o'clock. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
What? Okay, well, anyway, it's kind of
Okay.
anecdotal, but
Yeah,
anyway, go ahead.
that's
What's the next
fine.
question?
You're eating a meal.
Yes, sir.
So you're driving to the sheriff's office and you get contacted by Detective Ramos. Is
That's
that
correct.
All right. Now, by that point, had you alerted him or some other agency to the development with the Forerunner?
Yes, we had.
What had you done in reference to that?
We notified the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office that our investigation had revealed that Sean Gaithright was potentially in possession of and operating the Toyota 4Runner that he got from his grandmother's house in Auburndale.
All right. When you were en route from your meal to the Polk County Sheriff's Office later that evening, were you notified by Detective Ramos or Detective Campbell as to a development in Jacksonville?
Yes, we were.
Okay. And did you and Detective Kirkpatrick, or were you asked to assist by traveling to Jacksonville?
Yes, we were.
All right. And did you actually travel to Duval County, Jacksonville?
We did.
Directly?
Yes, sir.
All right. And do you remember approximately what time you arrived?
I believe it was around 7 o'clock at night, 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Okay. And were you notified when you arrived or before you went up there that Mr. Gathright had been arrested in that vehicle?
That's correct.
When you arrived, did you go to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office?
We did.
Did you meet with someone there?
We met with officers from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office gang unit.
Okay. And at some point, did you contact Mr. Gathwright's mother?
Yes.
Was she requested to respond to the sheriff's office?
Yes, she was.
Did she do that?
She did.
And did you sit down with Mr. Gathright and her?
Yes,
Did you attempt to interview Mr. Gathright?
we did.
At some point, did his mother pass a note to him?
Yes.
And after being passed a note, did he decide not to speak to you?
Overruled.
Yes.
Okay. After receiving the note, what did he do?
He refused to answer any further questions.
Did you alert any detectives in your unit as to that? what occurred there?
We passed that information on to Detective Ramos.
And did you and Detective Kirkpatrick then leave Jacksonville and go somewhere?
We did. We left Jacksonville and came back to the city of Tampa.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to published states 36A that has been admitted already into evidence.
Okay.
Do you recognize, well, let me go back to this board here. Do you recognize this individual in this photograph?
Yes.
Who is that?
Sean Gathright.
Your Honor, we would tender states 36B for admission.
Okay, any objection?
No objection.
Okay, admitted.
And publishing states 36B, do you recognize that person?
Yes, that's Sean Gathright.
Same person.
Yes, sir.
I'll tender the witness.
Okay, cross.
Just pick up where we left off. This is Sean Gathright.
Yes, sir.
That's Sean Gathright on the day of or the day after the murder of Charles Jones.
I'm not sure when that photo is from, but that is Sean Gathright at or around the time of the homicide.
Okay, at or around the time of the homicide. This photograph here is Sean Gathright as well.
Yes, sir.
This is not at the time of the homicide, correct?
No, it appears to be a booking photo.
Well, whether it's a booking photo is kind of irrelevant. What I'm asking is this at the time of the arrest? I mean, I'm at the time of the incident, the murder.
No.
All right. You see the difference between the two, right? With Mr. Gathright,
Yes.
that his hair is much longer in the picture where it's closest to the incident.
His hair is longer in the incident, the photo that's closest to the incident. Yes, sir.
Okay. This is Detective Ramos's investigation, correct?
He is the lead investigator. Yes, sir.
All right. You were just assisting Detective Ramos,
That's correct.
and your involvement in the case really was, but with the bulk of it was really on the day of your first day of investigation, right?
Yeah, the bulk of it was the scene investigation itself. Yes, sir.
So that's, the markers that you discussed earlier, right?
Yes, sir.
The shell casings that you found at the scene,
Yes, sir.
and the projectile fragments, those sorts of things, right?
That's correct.
All right. The evidence that was collected at the scene, did you collect it yourself?
No, the evidence is typically collected by the crime scene techs at our direction as a scene detective.
So you directed the crime scene techs to collect the evidence that was at the scene, right?
That's correct.
All right. And is it your job or responsibility, or is it Detective Ramos's responsibility to have that evidence processed later on some point down the line?
Ultimately, it's Detective Ramos's, but obviously we all consult with each other on the items of evidence that are collected, what evidence to send off.
All right. Did you at any point have any of that evidence processed or analyzed?
By analyzed, what do you mean like by a laboratory?
Yes. Did you request it to go to the laboratory? Did you request any experts to analyze the evidence?
No.
All right. So in this investigation, that was not your role,
That's correct.
and you did not have anything to do with that.
That's correct.
You spoke to Sean Gathwright's grandmother at her house, right?
Yes, sir.
And she was there when Sean Gathright was there in the video that we saw earlier, when Sean Gathright is exchanging items from the Impala into the garage area.
That's correct.
She was there. Was she standing outside with him, with Mr. Gathright?
I believe she was in the garage. You can see him talking to her, and then at the very end of the video, before he leaves in the Forerunner, she is outside in the driveway, and he gives her a hug.
Okay, so she's there with him while he's exchanging the items back and forth between the Impala and the other vehicle.
That's correct.
All right. And did Sean Gathwright's grandmother see any rifles?
What she specifically said was that he removed camera equipment from bags that were contained inside the vehicle.
Right. So she did not see any rifles.
She did not.
And she couldn't tell if there were any rifles or firearms or ammunition inside of those bags, correct?
That's correct.
You yourself, looking at the video, you can't tell whether there's any rifles, firearms, or ammunition inside of the bags, correct?
That's correct.
The bags are not see-through.
That's correct.
All right. So Sean Gathright told his grandmother that the bags contained camera equipment.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustain as to hearsay.
He just testified to that.
I know, but it was hearsay when he testified to it, but no one objected. Now they're objecting and it's hearsay.
It's in evidence.
No, it's not. It's not. It's the witness statement of the grandmother's hearsay. It's hearsay.
Did Sean Gathright tell his grandmother the truth?
Objection, hearsay.
I'm gonna sustain the objection. It's hearsay.
The statement is not offered for the truth of the matter asserted.
Okay, approach the bench. All right, go ahead.
Mr. Gathright lied to his grandmother when he told her that he was removing camera equipment from the vehicle, the Impala, to the other vehicle.
Your Honor, I object. It's double hearsay. This is what the grandmother's telling the detective that Gathright told her. So I'm objecting for the record.
All right, sustain the objection.
We just had this conversation in sidebar. I don't understand what the difference is.
But it actually is double hearsay. It is double hearsay.
It's a non-hearsay statement, Judge.
Okay, all right, sustain the objection.
Your investigation in this case ended when you finished your report, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. That was over a year ago.
Yes, sir.
September 30th of 2024.
On or about. Yes, sir.
All right. Since then, you haven't done any investigation in the case?
No, sir.
And in this in this case, did you do any investigation as to whether Alicia Andrews was involved in the murder?
No.
All right. So you don't know whether she intended to kill Charles Jones?
No, sir.
All right. You don't know whether Alicia Andrews conspired with Sean Gathright to do anything?
No.
You don't know whether Alicia Andrews even knew Sean Gathright?
No.
All right. You don't know whether Alicia Andrews knew Davion Murphy, right?
No.
You don't know whether Alicia Andrews knew Rashad Murphy?
No.
All right, no further questions.
Okay, redirect.
Detective, would it be fair to say that your understanding of the entire case is nowhere near the understanding that the lead detective has?
Sustain the objection.
Do you have the same knowledge of this case as the lead detective?
No.
Do you have the holistic image of the case that he has?
Yes.
Do you understand the case as well as Detective Ramos?
No.
Did you conduct investigations in Georgia or Jacksonville other than the time that you went to Jacksonville?